Welcome back to How It Goes podcast, and we are finally on the fourth episode of the first season. We are your hosts, Adriana.
Hi, I'm Putri.
I'm Afrina.
I'm Moira.
All right. Here at How It Goes podcast, we talk about whatever we have in mind and give our thoughts and maybe experience we'd like to share. For today's episode, we will talk about haters and why do people want to spread so much hate. As we all know, some of us have experienced dealing with a hater at least once in our lifetime and had to deal with many types of hate from people. But before we dive into the topics today, we do have a special guest here with us today that we are eager to introduce. So stay put and find out after this intro.
Don't forget, if there is anything you guys want to hear our take on, interact with us on our social at howequals0403 or leave us a comment on our full episode video at youtube.com.
Do leave a like and a subscribe so that more people can join in the fun.
All right, so let's introduce our guests for today. Drum roll, please. Welcome, Ashley and Amber. Woo!
Let's go!
Hi.
Yippee. All right, Tree.
Hi. So, thank you for joining us today. We're very excited to have you here. And before we start with today's topic, would you like to introduce yourselves to our listeners out there who may not know you? Can start with Ashley.
Anyone, it's okay.
Hi, I'm Ashley. Thank you for having me here. And yeah.
Hi,
Hello.
I'm Amber, and also thank you for having me here. Yeah.
Yay.
So what do you guys do basically on social media or anything?
Dancers, many dancers students. Yeah.
So you do like K-pop covers or like you do like your own dancing?
We actually come from a crew named Reminisce Dance Crew. You guys can actually check it out on Instagram.
Yeah.
And we actually do street dance. K-pop is just something we came out from our own crew, and we form another crew on our own to join K-pop competition. And we only started like recently.
I see. Oh, okay.
For Amber, it might be different case lah. For me, I only started recently lah. Yeah.
What about Amber?
Like what Ashley said, we are mainly from street dance, and K-pop is just a thing that because K-pop is so happening in Malaysia, right? It's something that we look forward to because we love dancing. So like having a competition, we can learn this choreo from this favorite K-pop group. So like why not we just learn it and just try our best and just compete and also gain experience outside lah. So yeah.
I see. All right. Joanna?
So how long have you been a dancer? What made you decide to become a dancer?
Ashley, you wanna go first?
Okay, sure. I have started dancing since when I was 10.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah, mainly when I started street dance, it was when I was 10. I started with girl style, and then slowly I explore more styles. And yeah, I'm now fully into street lah. I can do many styles, although I'm not a master. I haven't mastered any of the styles yet. But
Are you sure?
yeah,
Are you sure?
and why I become a dancer is because I actually started watching ballet when I was like really young at the TV, and I was like, do you guys know the cartoon where the mouse dances the
I know. Yeah.
Oh wait, I think I've seen it once. Oh, that's like a long time ago.
like I started loving to like see dance because of that. Then I then Malaysia, they had this like program called Astro Battleground, and I started like, oh my god, it's so cool, you know. I want to be as cool as them. Like, I kind of like ditched the grateful of family. Yeah, but then because due to the financials, like last time when in my family, right, I couldn't join dance. So when I was 10, finally my mom was like, hey, you want to try out dance? And I was like, let's go. Yeah.
Oh, so your family basically supports you since when you were little.
Yes.
That's really great to see. What about Amber?
Actually, because both me and Ashley, we came from like Sri Amas and Dwi Amas. So basically, these two schools and another school called MIT now, they are under this same entity called ACE. So we actually have dance teachers there that taught us dance. So when I first joined Dwi Amas, that's where my dance journey started. Because back then when I was in government school, I can't dance. You ask me to dance chicken dance, I can. Whoa, no.
Chicken dance?
No,
Oh my god. Chicken dance? Oh.
cannot dance. Then I started dancing from there. Then they teach us different street styles like whacking, locking, popping, urban, or now also known as choreography. And it basically a lot of this old school dance, and they also not only teach dance but also the history of dance. So like we learn so much about hip hop, right? That next thing you knew, like 7 years had already passed, and like I'm very grateful for them to like introduce me dance, because without dance I don't know what I am.
So thanks to them, right? It's like they are building the dance community bigger and bigger, and they are giving more opportunities to kids nowadays, including like what Amber mentioned just now, like government school, because we didn't have the opportunity like to know what is like street dance back in government school, but thanks to how they built the dancing community now, it is in the government school now. Yes. Yeah.
So it's like a lot more recognizable and
Yeah,
everyone is a lot more known to it. I see.
Correct.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to like show some movements maybe? Maybe show us a little dance.
You want to like
Yeah.
demo, like teach us something,
Maybe
you know?
popping or something.
Inspire us.
Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop, pop.
All right. Well, so with that, we're finally going to dive into today's topic, which is about haters. I think everyone knows about haters. Yeah. So do you guys have any ever like experience dealing with a hater? Maybe found out a hater through somebody else? I mean, I think it's very common among us all that we know. Maybe there's like a few haters among us, something.
Yeah.
You guys have any thoughts on that?
Let's spill the tea, guys. Let's go.
Amazing.
I think it's very common for people to have haters, because haters, they're only jealous of what you have and what they don't have.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
very common like it's just them being insecure, really. Like not calling out, but they're just redirecting their anger towards themselves to other people. That's why they start hating on people. So like instead of everyone being like, oh my god, they're a hater and this and that, I think people should be more understanding that they come from difficult backgrounds as well, and they are facing their own problems. It's just that they don't know how to deal with it, because no one has ever taught us how to deal with all these negative emotions, and we somehow just need to like, talk to people and like find out how to like deal with this. Oh, if I'm feeling jealous, I can't show this because it's like we created this stereotype around being jealous is a very bad thing, when it's something that is so common in everyone. So like actually,
like, do you have like, has anyone actually like talked to you, like said bad things about you, like at front?
In front of you.
plenty.
Betty, oh my god.
Okay, brave. Okay.
To be very honest, right?
Mhm.
It's sad, but it's very common to have a lot of haters in the dancing.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
actually.
Can tell.
Actually, it's not just dancers. I feel like in this world, right, if there's
Mhm.
people who like you, right, there's definitely someone who don't like you also. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, it's just, I mean, just be yourself. Don't care, just continue doing what you do. Because no matter what you do, right, there's always people commenting about you.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And especially since dance is something that is, because dance is something that's quite very intimate with your own mind and your body in general. Because in order to really have the confidence to dance, right, you need to have enough trust in yourself in order to show other people what you have produced or what you have choreographed the past few days and this and that. So like with that, right, imagine you as a person have this opinion on dance, other people also have other different opinions on the
Different
dance.
opinions,
So
yeah.
it would definitely clash. So like
Mhm.
it really need to see how these people will respect each other and also understand each other when it comes to dance lah. Because in the end, we all share like the same similarity. Like we all love like dancing, So like people just need to have that level of maturity to understand that at the end of the day, we just came here for dance. So like let's just put our differences at the side. Just like
Yeah.
have fun
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, what about you guys? Do you guys like deal with haters maybe frequently ke? Recently ke?
I do.
I do.
No.
Yeah, I got.
You
But
go
Wanna
it.
talk
fine.
about it?
You want me to talk about it? Okay, so okay. I play games called Valorant. I play a game called Valorant, and I'm like somewhat in the high rank sort of zone. You can whatever you call it. And I had this one ex who introduced me to the game. So he taught me how to play the game. He taught me the basics and stuff. Then like when we broke up, I was like still like low rank. Then I climbed to high rank alone. And he was like, "Oh, you're boosted." Like boosted means like you're playing with other people and the other people carried you to that rank instead. And I'm like, I played alone, bro. Like yeah, he's just jealous. He said that, "Oh, you won't be making into another high rank. You won't be making into anywhere." So yeah. Number one hater. From number one lover to a hater. So
It's okay. Use that as a motivation to climb even higher than him.
Yeah.
I am higher than him. I'm higher than him.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say that haters mostly comes from like a jealousy place. They kind of always just,
Yeah.
reflect like everything, like all this negative energy. It's just like how Amber told us, is that they reflect it to other people because it's just easier that way.
Yeah.
It's easier to
Um,
blame someone else lah.
Exactly.
Alright.
Wow.
Has anyone given you hate for things you post on social media? Did someone hate you when you post anything on social media?
Why I feel like a lot, right?
No, this reminds me of there's one time. Am I allowed to say this?
Yeah, it's okay.
Yes.
You're very unfiltered
Well,
here.
the tea.
Just say all the things.
Tea.
Anything you guys censor, yeah.
Cause right.
Which one?
Which one?
It's the one that say,
It's a tea,
oh my
it's a
God,
tea.
they're probably jealous because Amber and
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
actually it's an anonymous. It's an anonymous statement lah.
Mhm.
We have like a few dancer friends, like confirm there will be some people dating lah,
Okay.
Oh,
Mhm.
Then like
activity.
the person that dates, right, was our leader. Then me and Amber's ex crew leader. Yeah. Then then like people just send in an anonymous hate saying that both of them are dating. Amber and her gang confirm all jealous. Then I'm like
Do note. I rarely even talk to him. Like even if I talk to him, right, it's just bro. Cause like
Oh,
Bro, get bro zone.
it's just bro kind of
Friend
relationship.
zone. Ooh, friend zone.
Yeah,
Oh my
it's just
God.
like it's just
yeah. Sometimes
I
the
don't
people
know.
is that
I don't know how they come up with the conclusion that I'm jealous. Yeah, I'm so jealous. Oh my god.
Hey, bro, I'm so
It's like,
I feel like
Oh, you-
there's this like because I don't know whether all school has this. I think even till now, college and unis they still have it like this stupid anonymous confession page.
mm.
oh,
It's okay, we have it here too.
We have it here.
It's way more. Wow.
Because like if you hate me, sure man, I respect you for hating me. You can come to my face at it, but don't go behind my side and send all those stupid shit. I really feel like it's so like it's so funny look at, you know? 'Cause it's like you're so brave there, but why don't you come at my face, you know?
Yeah.
I think that way is like a very common way how haters would just hate, especially on like these days where social media is very like everyone has social media, so
Yeah.
it's a lot.
Mhm.
Yeah, they're a lot more braver behind screens and stuff.
Yeah.
yeah. For the okay,
The thing
sorry. For the second segment right now, okay. Alright, since we had divided a little bit into the topic, we will be looking at what the pros have to say about this.
So, based on the pros, it is said that people spread hate because it fills a void. One article said that acts of hate are an attempt to distract oneself from feelings such as helplessness, powerlessness, injustice, and shame. Another reason is hate spreads easier than anger.
Yeah, this is how we talked about before. I think. What are you guys' thoughts about it? Like, do you think hate is like an easier way for people to spread,
Yeah,
or is there like any other way to express all these negative feelings?
yeah.
I feel this is personal opinion,
Mhm.
but hate and anger, I feel like there's a very like thin line in between. Because like I feel like anger is people who feel more confident in expressing that, oh yeah, I'm feeling anger. I shouldn't be treated like this and I deserve some justice and I feel like you should apologize for what you have did because it's unfair to me. Whereas for hate, instead of standing up for yourself, you are going behind other people and spreading all these false rumors to make everyone hate you instead of standing up for yourself. Oh, I don't appreciate you doing that. Instead of like, oh,
Mhm.
you know, this person did this. I don't think you should be friends with them. I think like yeah, cannot. Yeah, so like very different.
Okay.
What about other people's? You guys any thoughts? Adriana, Myra?
I have this one friend before this,
Mhm.
but we are not friends anymore because, like what Amber said, my friend before this, she talked behind my back. Well,
Yeah.
actually,
Mhm.
she talked something like a rumor, which is wrong about me. She spread to all of her friends saying that I'm a bad person, I'm a bad friend to them, which makes her friends don't want a friend with me.
Mm.
And then suddenly my friend will like jauhkan diri lah, like don't want to friend with me. So now it's like I was really like weird. What happened? What did I do?
Yeah, sometimes we really need to know what you they think about us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't like when people like spread rumors, but then they don't hear the other person's side of story. I don't like that.
Yeah, that usually happens.
Just
most of
hear
the time.
one side of the story, but not the other person's POV, so you don't really know what's actually going on. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Ah.
True.
Do you guys have any like, close friends who have like backstabbed you or like talked bad about you behind your back?
Yeah,
Maybe?
definitely.
Yeah, a lot.
There are a lot.
I mean,
So-
And
actually, you want to
sorry,
say?
say
Yes, yeah, yes.
yeah, sure, sure. I mean, like what Putri said, right? A lot of people tend to not be neutral when it comes to hate.
Mhm.
Like usually people will just like, oh, listen to one side, right? I feel like it's not good to do that because like you are being unfair to the other person who you haven't listened to the story to. And plus, if you are the third person, right? This is something
Mm.
about the third party. Like people don't know how to put themselves in the third party. It's like just by listening to one person's story, then you just close your eyes and blindly
Yeah.
follows
Mm.
and blindly hate the person also. You get what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Mhm.
I'm fine with people hating people actually. I really don't mind. Although it's a very strong word because people like and hate, you see. But
Yeah.
Mm.
I feel like the worst people in this kind of situation is really the third parties.
Mhm.
They just blindly listen to one party and they started hating the other person when they didn't even encounter the person before. You get what I mean?
Yeah. Think
Yeah.
same goes to like Ashley said that everyone has their right to hate on anyone, but I don't think they have the right to like spread it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
Like you
always
want to hate, then go ahead and hate. But just like don't like go around and tell everyone about rumors
yeah,
and stuff. Mm.
you know, because some other people would just like listen to this part and they'll spread all the rumors.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like really keep it to yourself because since
Mm-hmm.
hating someone is your personal opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like what Amber said.
It's not others' opinion. It's not a general opinion. So
Mhm.
Should always just keep it to yourself. Doesn't matter how much you hate a person, don't spread it to everyone else. Or like don't influence everyone else just because you have that personal opinion.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
like maybe you can vent it to someone. Like you can just say something like, "Oh, this person made me really really angry."
Yeah.
So you can talk it out to someone, but make sure the someone is the right person you talk it to also lah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like since it's a very normal human emotion, right? Although like it's not something to very comfortable to talk about. I feel like a lot of people when they hate, when they talk to their friends, like what Ashley said, right? They in a way these people want them, but some people misunderstand it as them telling them not to be friends. So some people get confused.
Yeah.
It's like it's a miscommunication lah. It's like, oh, for example, if I tell Ashley, hey Ashley, I don't like this person, I don't think you should be very close to her. Then I feel like, she cannot. Then Ashley is like, cannot. I don't want to be friends with her. Then she goes on to spread other people, and then people are like, oh, don't want to be friends with her, and the whole cycle repeats. So like,
Yeah.
miscommunication can be one of the factors as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. True. I totally agree with that. All right. Well, anyone wants to add anything else? I think let's get more stuff.
Well, you want to share the story?
Oh, there's more. Let's go.
Miss
Come on.
Mom, just go ahead.
Just spilling all the tea.
Spill.
Girl. Just like a venting podcast or whatever. Just go ahead. Just vent everything.
Yeah.
Let it out.
I thought about dance carnival one.
Dance carnival. Oh,
My
I
one,
see.
my one. Then after that, you say your one.
Are we thinking about the same person?
No. We're not thinking about the same person.
Okay, you go first lah.
So basically, we have this annual event thing that's called Dance Carnival. So like, to protect this person, because she's still a human being after all, and I really haven't like heard from her side as well. So this is mainly from my side lah. Okay. So we were choosing the leader on who to lead this year's team. So basically, there were a few candidates and we were voting as well. And from what I know, there was some miscommunication. Like some people voted for me, some people voted for someone else. And then in the end, it somehow like led to me, and then like some people were like angry, like, oh, why is Amber getting this, and like why am I not in, and this and that. So when I heard that, I'm like, okay, do you want the leader? If that makes you feel better, go ahead, take it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Just go ahead.
less for me, take it, Then I'm like, oh, no, it's okay, you can take it. These people, when like they go behind your back and complain so much, then when you ask them, so do you want it or not? They're like, no, it's okay lah.
No, I
Oh
don't like
yeah,
it.
yeah, I don't like it.
Fine, it's fine, you take it. That pisses me off. Like, if you really have a problem with me, come and tell me to my face. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not scared of you. You are scared of me. Come and tell it to my face, So when because I'm the leader now, right? So I led the whole entire team. We won lah, let's go. we won. Then after that, after the whole event, I started hearing things from some of my team members as well, saying that this one person is like spreading rumors on like saying that how I was acting bossy and like how I could have led the team better and this and that, and like how I was being disrespectful to them
Mhm.
because I'm younger and they are like
What?
older than me.
Oh, they're bringing in age now, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. So when I heard that, I'm like, am I the problem? Are you the problem because your ego is being hurt right now? Because you were not chosen to become the leader. So like, other people don't have a problem with this. So why do you have a problem?
No.
So like when I heard about that, I'm like, okay, yeah, this person is. If you have that kind of mentality at that age to think about this kind of things, I don't think you are suitable to be someone that to lead other people. as well.
Yeah,
the other
true.
person.
Yeah.
It's true.
It's gonna be like biasness, like
Mhm.
gonna be like happening already
Yeah.
if they lead lah. So yeah, I'm over that. I just laugh at it right now. Like I don't know about them lah, but
Yeah.
just a story to tell lah. I hope they change.
Yeah.
Hope. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, especially if they're older, then I
Yeah.
mean, they should change. Like they should
Yeah.
become like a role model since like she's old or he or she is older than everyone else, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why I tell you, like they are not brave when it comes to like confrontation, but they'll talk like they have no filter at all behind your back. And I just don't understand that. You know?
It's always been like that.
Mm-hmm.
Ashley, your one?
Oh, got more?
Wow.
Oh, let's go. Spill.
There's like, okay, I have two big stories.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
So there was one, right? It's actually I don't mind saying her name because she's my best friend.
Mm.
Back when I was in Form 1, Year 7, I'm still best friends with her, and she's also a best friend of Amber. Her name is Iki. Before we become best friends, right, we were rivalries,
Oh.
Our rivalries is not because like us hating each other, right?
Yeah.
It was a really big misunderstanding and a miscommunication in between. Like what Amber did say just now, it was one of a factor. Yes, it is one of a factor. Because me and Iki, right, we used to listen to our classmates a lot because we're not close to each other, ma. She has her own classmate, like we're different class. So we used to have that kind of like hatred to each other to the point where if we pass by each other, we'll just call each other's names, like the B word.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was that bad.
Yeah.
But the reason behind why we hated each other is because people were telling things about each other, like bad things about each other to us. It's like people will be telling me, "Hey, Iki is someone who's very bossy. You shouldn't hang out with her." And I was like, why is she like that? And then I will like just like, why is she like that? Why is she so disgusting, right? Then to her, right, she also heard the same thing. Like her classmate would tell her, actually thinks she knows how to dance. She's disgusting, blah blah blah. And then Iki will be like, why is she like that?
Yeah.
But thank God, we get to know each other in Dance Carnival because she also. So we get to like work together, and we figure out that hey, we're actually not that bad of a person, We are still best friends till now.
Oh,
Well, that's
Oh,
Yeah.
it's good.
But it's
Yeah,
really the misunderstanding and the miscommunication and like how others affect you.
Yeah.
yeah,
So, like,
true.
me and her, we kind of like learn a lesson. Like, don't listen to others when it comes to personal opinions and stuff.
Yeah, communication is very important in this case.
Yeah.
And I think like the people in the middle is like the problem here because all they do is go back and forth without actually listening it from like the actual person.
Right, correct.
Yeah.
And instead, right, when people is like telling you about something, you should actually just let the person know that, hey, why not you just go to the person,
Mhm.
tell her
yeah.
Yeah.
problem with her or
Yeah.
him, you know?
Mm. I mean, lucky for you guys actually end up communicating and actually talked it out
No
and each other.
choice. That's why we are put under a situation where we have to work together, you see.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's actually a very mature person as well, and she kind of like she put down all the hate to like work with me, and I was like, hey, why can't I do that too? You know,
Yeah.
I kind of learned from her also. Then we talk things out, and
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah. Thanks to that, well, because that happened, you guys get together and stuff. You guys
Yeah,
fixed it.
you cleared it up.
If, if it was like in another situation, maybe you guys didn't like meet each other. It probably stays like that till this day. But yeah, thanks to that.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
correct.
All right. There are a few more questions that we want to ask and discuss. So we'll continue that in our next upcoming segment. So then we're going to be diving into the third segment. Putri, you want to start?
Hello. Okay, let's continue to the third segment, which will be our last segment for today. Let's get on with the questions. Let's get on with it.
So, Ashley, since you have experience dealing with haters before, I mean, Ashley and Emma, have any of like the hate affected you mentally, physically, or in any way demotivated you?
Yes.
Go.
Oh my god.
Of
This is
course,
when my second story comes in.
Of course. Of
Oh, let's
lot.
stories.
Of course. Actually, that first time I want to hear your story. So.
Wow.
Let's go actually first.
Okay, so it's also about an ex best friend, which affected me a lot actually. Because before I met Amber, like actually we know Amber together at the same time, but with this friend, right, we really have been like friends since Form 1, like along with Iki lah. So we're like kind of like trio, you know. And I really trusted her a lot, and like I really till now, right, I honestly still appreciate what she has done for me lah actually.
Wow.
But then things change because when the recognition comes in, because all three of us can dance, right, and we actually danced as a team last time. People will be like, oh my god, it's the trios, and oh, it's Iki and Ashley and yeah, you know. Then
Oh.
but then I think because that's when her jealousy comes in, because sadly, people recognize me and Iki more because we look like twins, you know. She looked like she's like a carbon copy of me. You know, we look exactly the same last time. So people will recognize me and her more, but maybe that's why she's feeling a bit jealous and stuff lah. Then I felt bad for her for that part, but I'm just really sad that she couldn't talk to me about it and stuff, and she started manipulating me into thinking that I'm bad at dancing. And she will like start gaslighting me, and she will put me down in a case where she will like tell, like, let's say Amber is with her, she will tell Amber like, oh, Ashley sucks at this, you know, she's not good at dancing at all, like I don't even know why you guys choose her. Like she will say things like that to pull me down just so she can put herself at a higher ranking kind of shit thing, you know. And because she's my best friend, so whatever she said about me, I will take it into my heart, and I'll think like I'm a very bad dancer, you know. Why can't I do such a little things? like why can't I remember the steps immediately and stuff. Then she would just start putting blame on me. Like if we lost the competition, she would start putting the blame on me, and then she will start teasing, like making fun about like my. And then she'll make fun of all the what's that word?
Bad
Physical
things
stuff?
about
Yeah, she'll make fun of the bad things about me. Like even for me being short, right? She will also comment about that, like yeah. So it really affected me a lot, especially that one time when I finally get chosen to be the leader for our team. But I failed to lead because my teammates was not contributing as well. So we kind of got disqualified, like pulled out from the competition. And it was really upset for me because it was my last dance carnival, you see. And I'm still salty about it. Anyways, yeah. Then she start talking behind my back towards people that I trust a lot. Like for example, Amber, Iki, they all
Yeah.
telling them that I don't even know why Ashley is the leader. Like why people choose her as a leader. Or she was saying things like, last time when I was leading the team, right, I have no problem with them. But why she has a problem with them? Like she was saying things like that lah. Then it really affected me a lot because I really start thinking that, oh my god, I'm a really I'm a shit leader, I'm a bad dancer. Yeah, that time I was really down. But thank God Amber, they all realized that she was gaslighting me and stuff lah. So they pulled me out lor.
No, that's great.
That's
Yeah.
good.
What about Amber?
Okay, besides for Dance Carnival, right, there was another big event called Performance Day. So like basically I give a short intro lah. So Performance Day is basically they merge different types of skills enhancements. That's what we call that. So it involved drama, singing, and dancing. And also a bit of art. So like they are the ones that help set up the plays and this and that. So it's almost like an every dancer goal to like get through the audition to join Performance Day, because it's where like all those pro like seniors like get to like join the team and perform to like very like principals and also like their parents are. So I have this group of friends. Let's just call them friends lah, okay? So we're like, oh, okay, why not we join this audition together this time? And back then, I just started dancing. So I wouldn't say that my dancing was very good, but compared to other people, I was able to catch up a bit more faster, which is what? Yeah. So another friend of mine, she was I'll just use she lah, okay. She's the one that's choreographed everything and also like helped everything lah. So we learned everything from her and we just joined the audition, So when that happened, right, we joined in as 3 people. So when the audition results announced, right, I didn't expect me to get in because like I'm not even like a very good dancer back then. So like when I saw my name in the list, right? No, I didn't even saw. Someone else texted me because I didn't even bother searching up because I was so confident that I won't even get in. People were calling me like, Amber, you got in. I'm like, nah, you're joking. Then I really saw the thing. I'm like, holy shit! I was so happy, and another friend of mine was also so happy for me, right? Except for the girl that choreographed everything, like the one that helped lead and was basically at the time I looked up to her a lot because she was the one that helped me a lot. Like she pulled me to different events. Oh, let's try this, let's try that. She's also the one that brought me into K-pop. So like I really looked up to her. So when she said that she was not happy for me, I'm like, shit, do I deserve this? Like she should have gotten chosen because she was the one who choreographed it, Then after that, I have another friend that she didn't audition together with us, but she auditioned solo. She went up to our teacher and like say, oh, why did she get in when I'm obviously better than her? So like, yeah. And there were two guys and two girls. One of the girl which was me, and another girl, she was already in this thing for a long time. So there's confirm she was talking about me, and she was saying this in front of me because I was sitting behind here, and she was talking to the teacher right in front of me. So when I heard everything, I'm like, shit, I really don't deserve this, you know. So like, they were like crying and like basically venting all this anger on me throughout the whole entire duration when I was training with the seniors for this piece. So like our training hours is like 6 hours per day. So it's like very, very hectic. So like having to deal with this kind of like friends is not really helpful. So I actually did consider stopping dance because of that. Because I'm like, is it really worth me like, you know, getting into this and that? Then after that, when during that time it was a very, very rough patch. Then I don't know what happened, but everything just went up lah.
Because you met me.
I didn't say anything also.
Thank you.
Yeah, but really, after I joined into Performance Day, I started meeting a lot more of them. Like Yiki also was one of them. I remember her sitting at the front row there, cheering my name so loud. Like really, because of them, right? It brought me back hope that, oh, you know, maybe I could give it another chance and maybe I can do better. Then after that, I started proving all of them wrong. So like, in a way, I have to thank them for giving me this kind of motivation. Because like without them, I don't think I'll be able to continue dance or even upgrade myself to that speedy level. Because appreciate them, but wouldn't talk to them.
Prefer not to.
Yeah, prefer not to. Like, thank you, but
No,
let's just
you-
keep it as
Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank you,
just
but
leave it
yeah,
there.
yeah, let's
Leave
leave
it
it.
there.
Oh, yeah. All right. So how about the others? What are your thoughts? All of us? Do you guys have any opinions? Adriana, Chui, and Afina?
I don't think I've ever dealt with like a hater that physically or mentally like affected me. I think most of the time it would just be more so I'll be like very demotivated, you know. Sometimes they'll like talk about like like sometimes like my skills is like I can design or like I'm learning something. Like I'm learning something new, so I'm not always good at it. But they already judged you or like they will give so much hate by like, oh, you're not that good and stuff. Though what they could have done is like, you know, help me out or something. But because of that, I kind of lose like the passion for doing what I did. Like I felt like, oh, I don't think I can ever do this better anymore because like everyone was like showing so much hate towards like what I do, though I'm still just learning, you know. So yeah. I think that was like back in high school. I was learning gamelan. Does anyone know what gamelan is?
Wow.
Yeah.
It's like a traditional instrument. It's like there's like gold looking bell.
Indonesian, right?
I think so. I'm not sure.
It's,
But yeah, that thing.
I think it's
so
Indonesian.
at first, I was so excited, you know. I was so excited to learn this instrument because it was something a lot more different than like, you know, the normal instrument guitars and stuff. But then like everyone in that group, because I had to like pair up with like a group, like everyone's so good because they like learned it right away, but they didn't like what like how slow I was progressing. Yeah. And then that affected me. So I kind of, you know, put that passion away for a while. Though I could have, you know, played and actually performed. Even the teacher, you know, this teacher is like the teacher was also like with them. She was supportive of like the other students who were hating on me.
That
And
is
that one
Indonesia.
time, literally that one time I was in class. Like I came to practice all the time for this one performance. But then that one time in class, the teacher only called like the other members.
And not you.
And then yeah, not me. And then they performed on the next day without me.
What?
Yes.
What the heck?
I knew that and I cried the whole day. I was like,
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh my god.
that ain't a
but yeah,
that ain't a good.
literally, yeah. Like that literally like demotivated me to the end. Like I think I also like got scared to like learn something new at that time until I finally like finished high school and then I started doing stuff and people like, oh, you're actually really good and stuff. So that after that it became better lah. But yeah,
Mhm.
because of that, I was scared lah. Okay, even the Gamila was like, oh no, it brings so much trauma.
I think that's the whole main thing about hate is like when people spread all this hate, right, to other people, or even they're not directing it to anyone, the words still carry some weight and it actually does affect people. And it's because it's very different for some of us. Because, for example, for Ashley, I'm not trying to yeah, don't overthink too much, but she's much more soft-hearted, whereas I'm more like, you want to pick a fight, I will pick a fight with you. You know, that kind.
Mhm.
Yeah, and Ashley was like, Ashley is the kind of, oh, she said I like this, or then she will like go to the side and being all sad and this and that. Then yeah, it's very different. Like some people can handle it better,
Yeah.
but some people can't. So like, yeah, be mindful of what you say sometimes. All this, yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
Really, because that time, I think that time it was around Form 3, so I had PT3. Literally, my grades was like, it's like going down.
Yeah.
There,
Yeah,
It's okay, it's okay.
But
We are here right now.
Yeah, about like what Amber said, right? I do admit I'm a very soft-hearted person. I get affected very easily. Like, this is one thing I don't like about. It's like I don't understand why it's the society, right? Nobody is teaching the people that spreading hate to ask them to stop and
Yeah.
like stuff.
Mhm.
But people is like teaching the people who are getting the hate,
Yeah.
telling them that how you should deal with all of this. You get what I mean? Because no matter how much you teach them, right? It's like how thanks to Amber, they really do teach me like, oh, you shouldn't be so affected about it, and they will like cheer me up and stuff. Although they still do that, right? Like they do that to me, but it's like to me, it somehow still affected me. You know what I mean? It's like what Amber said. Different people have different ways of handling with things, you know. So this is why I didn't like about the society, which is they are not teaching people to stop. They are teaching people to like, oh,
How
you
to
have to
handle
deal with it, you know.
Deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Be the bigger person. That's like the most
Yeah.
common phrase.
Yeah.
Be the bigger person. No, I will be petty if you want me to. I will be petty if you want me to. Oh yeah.
Oh, but Putri,
Putri?
Mm,
you have a
me? Me?
yeah.
Well, sir.
Yeah.
Well, you see, well, so it's the same ex. Okay, I used to stream before. I used to stream games, of course. So I was going good. I was doing good. I was getting like a lot of subscribers, a lot of people like following me on social medias and stuff. Then my ex, like, he brought me down. He said something like, you'll never be big.
Ay,
You'll never be big. You'll never be that big like how other people are. So
oh my
eventually, I just stopped. I stopped
Oh,
streaming
no.
because of that. Like I was already having a bad year, a bad month on that time, and then he said that even so, I just like felt so down.
yeah, something.
And like, yeah, even like the game that I told you about, like he told me that I'm like boosted and stuff. I stopped playing for a couple of months and I barely play now actually because of that.
Oh.
Like I'm still like heartbroken from it, but it's okay. I'm like slowly trying to get back up.
Oh,
Like,
no.
my skills, I know they're good, but the thing is the words that he said affected me so bad
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
it manipulated my head that I'm not good. So like it's like every movements that I make in my game whenever I play, it's like I just feel like it's bad, even though it's like a good play. It's
Yeah.
just like
Mm.
I just feel like it's bad. I could have executed it better, whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm trying to change that mindset. So I'm doing fine right now. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Who's
How
the
about
guy?
Drana?
Who's the guy?
Who's the guy?
Who's the guy?
Who's the guy?
Dude.
The guy.
Okay, you don't need to deal with his bullshit.
Yeah.
We don't need his bullshit here. Trust.
Yeah.
Trust.
How about Adriana? Do you have your opinion?
Mm, actually, I'm more into like singing, but then some of my, I mean, like some of my friends and some of my family members, they
Yeah.
actually like to make fun of me
Mm.
when they hear to my singing. So
Singing.
I was like, should I stop singing or anything? But then there is this one time, I braved myself and sing in front of everybody at a wedding, and then everyone like, wow, her voice and something like that.
Aww.
Great.
It's good. Okay, Afrina.
Yeah. Well, I guess in a way, like hate can really, give trauma in a way. It's like that's just like how Puchi did. Like she couldn't go back to playing the games anymore without thinking.
Yeah,
what to
and
say.
I love that game. I love that
Yeah.
game so
Yeah.
much. That to the point that whenever he said something, like it just
Yeah.
is in my
Mm.
head. I don't know.
Some people
Mhm.
cakap make us down like
Mhm.
yeah. It's like
Like
Yeah,
I
same, like-
know it's his jealousy, but it still affected
Yeah,
me so much.
Mhm.
mm,
Yeah. Like I can never go back to playing Gamelan without like remembering how people say that you're not getting better and stuff. Like I'll be like, I'll never get better at this as well. Though I am improving in one way or another, like in terms of like, playing in synchronization and stuff. But still, I'll get very, scared to play it again. Okay. The last question for today's segment, since we have dealt with so much haters before, do you guys ever find yourself hate on other people? Since like we have learned, do you guys ever find yourself hate on other people? And if you guys do, how do you express it, or do you ever consider the limit of how much hate you express? You guys have anything to talk about that?
Like what I've been saying the whole entire podcast, right? Hate is a very human emotion. Like although it's something that's very bad, right? But hate is the opposite of love, and like is the opposite of dislike. So like it's just a intensified version of disliking someone. So like when people say, oh, you shouldn't be saying this word so easily, then I ask you, why are you saying love so easily? Like you can say that you love someone when you don't even know someone, So like I feel like when people say, oh, you shouldn't like hate someone and this and that, I feel like no, it's a healthy emotion to feel negative and positive emotion in a way. So like when people say, oh, Amber, why are you hating on people? I'm like, I'm the one hating, not you're the one hating. If you want to listen to me hating on someone, then you listen. If you want to give your opinion, sure, I'll listen to it. But will it change my opinion on that person? No, not really, because I'm the one that experiencing all these things and not you. So it really goes back to how like the miscommunication and misunderstanding between people. And hate is sadly something that you have to deal with yourself, and you need to find peace within yourself. Because like I have definitely a lot of people that I hate currently, but I want to learn this skill where I'm able to forgive someone or understand where they're coming from without even talking to them, just so that I can find my own peace rather than like trying to make peace between us. So like it takes lesser energy for me, and I won't have to feel so angry about it. I'll be like, oh yeah, I used to dislike this person, but now I don't really care. They're like no one to me now, So it's just another experience. So yeah.
What about Ashley?
Like what Amber said, it's very normal to hate someone. Definitely, I do hate a few people, but again, like how we mentioned it in the beginning, I usually just keep it to myself. When the specific someone make me angry, right? I find the right person to vent it out, and I usually went to someone, right, is to seek for advice on how to deal with it. Usually the person I will seek advice for is she's here, Amber. she's why I find her, right? It's because she's very good at dealing with like putting herself neutral, so I can, like, whenever I seek for her advice, right, she always put herself like at the third point of view, and she'll let me know what to do. So usually when I hate someone, right, I will like ask for someone, and like I will ask, oh, should I go confront the person or should I just keep it to myself first? Since because sometimes, right, it's not always about confrontation also, you see. Sometimes it might be your problem, you see.
Yeah.
So sometimes keeping it to yourself is a good thing also. But sometimes when it needs to be confronted, then I feel like you have to like man up and like
Mhm.
tell the person that you're feeling some kind of like this kind of feeling towards the person. If not, just keep quiet lah. That's what I
That-
usually do lah.
Yeah, that brings back the anger and the hate difference also.
Mm.
So like, yeah.
What about the others? How you guys like? How do you guys express hate? Okay, Mara, anything? Come on.
You guys
I
do.
feel like whenever I hate someone, I just like vent it to someone that I really trust, someone that I know won't tell anyone else. Someone, yeah,
Mm.
technically, yeah.
Same like me. If I hate someone, sometimes just I not to tell anyone, and but sometimes if I have a friend that trust me, I will be tell them what I do. That is my problem, or that is their problem lah.
I mean, in my case, I used to like when I have something like I have like so much stuff that I kept to myself. I would like write a lot. I still have like a huge journal full of like
Oh.
just negative
I
stuff.
thought it's a diary.
But it's not a diary, it's more like a journal. I just like write
Right.
whatever. I think that's a good. It's like another, what do they say that?
Coping mechanism.
Yeah, coping. Yeah, like one of like coping mechanisms.
Another
Since-
way to express also.
Yeah.
It's like not everyone has somebody to talk to or vent to, and
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if they do, they sometimes some people are not like they don't trust. They don't have a full trust
Yeah.
towards everyone else. Yeah, I think writing is another good way.
Yeah.
I mean, it helped me a lot.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sometimes it's not just about that also, because
Yeah.
some people they have the mindset of like it's bad to
Mm.
it's good to vent it out, but at the same time,
Yeah.
technically you are talking about someone behind the person.
Yeah.
So,
Uh-huh.
some people will feel like it's a bad thing, so they
Mhm.
rather find another way. Like for you write it
Mhm.
down. It's a good
Yeah.
way also.
There's a very big gray area like, in between like venting out your feelings and also talking bad about someone, because
Yeah.
like I should say you are talking bad about someone. It's
Yeah.
really depending on the person that you're talking to, whether they have
Mhm.
the mindset or like maturity to filter out
Yeah.
and differentiate what is talking bad and what is just venting out and ranting.
Yeah.
So the people who are gonna hear this podcast, filter please.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Listen
We are
to
not
Ashley.
promoting. We are
Like-
not promoting hating, but know your worth. Yes. Know your
Yes,
worth.
yes, know what you're doing.
True.
For me, I would like I couldn't stay to myself because I was like eager to tell someone. So as for me, I would like to tell my best friend. It's a guy, but yeah, he's a guy best friend. But then he really understood me,
Yeah,
understand what about myself, and so every time I have a problem, I will reach out to him. So like we vented together each other problem. Like recently, I have one guy I really hate, so I tell him.
Yeah. It's,
Mm.
All right. Okay. I think we're finally coming to an end. Finally, we're going to the outro. So basically, that's about it. Thank you so much, Ashley and Amber, for being our guests in this
Thank
episode.
you.
Adriana, you wanna do the outro?
Okay, so yeah, once again, thank you so much, Ashley and Amber, for joining us today. We appreciate that you were willing to join us. Hope you guys enjoy and learn about something about this episode. If you wish to stay updated on the show, we got IG and Facebook, How It Goes 0403. We got the full episode on youtube.com. Remember to subscribe and like our podcast. Thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you next episode.
Yeah.
Yay. Do you guys wanna like promote your IG or like
Yeah.
your true
Yeah,
IG?
let's go. Promote.
Yeah, just promote.
Promote your
anything.
IG on
Upcoming
any
dance.
media.
Wait. Oh yeah, next year we'll be competing. Yeah. Next year we'll be competing. Do search on Instagram Mellow Saga or UNC Entertainment, and you can find more about the competition. And they have like concert as well, but they invited Zico and Crush to perform as well, along with YGX.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
don't
not
forget to check
sure
that out.
if the ticket. I'm not sure if the ticket is still like selling, but
You
go.
guys lah buy for us.
I wish I don't even have money to buy for myself.
But then, for people who are listening to this, right? If you guys really wish to learn more about dance, feel free to DM me or Amber.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Go. Go DM them.
At first, right, I thought Ashley and Amber were siblings. When
Maybe
I
I mean, you guys smile the same.
when I
Yeah.
knew the girl,
Yeah.
I thought
Like
guys,
when you white smile, you
That's
guys look the
twin?
same. Like
yeah, you guys looks like a twin.
Yeah. Yee, don't want. Don't want.
You
Oh,
guys
this
taste like siblings.
Okay, I mean we spend too much time
Yeah,
together.
we spend too much
Yeah.
time.
Most of the time we're just dancing together. We see each other almost every day.
Yeah,
All full story, all both of you.
Yeah.
Sian already. Don't sian already.
Alright, that's all for today. We should do like a photo session. Anyone yang boleh screenshot ke? Kau screenshot ke?
Wait. I take picture.
Alright.
Screenshot.
Okay, 1, 2. Okay.
Okay, yay. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you guys.
No problem.
See
Bye.
you guys soon. Okay, bye.
Thank you for fighting. Yeah, guys, I give you all a hug.
I want to do a hug.
I would hug. Wait, can I do this? I'm gonna bring my camera. Right.
Yeah.
You guys should actually try out like physical podcasts. It will be much more.
Yeah. I'm hoping this is for like an assignment actually, but we're thinking maybe like after we finish the project, like if we have time, maybe we'll do like a proper physical podcast and everything.
Because you guys
Maybe a studio even, you know?
you guys actually have really healthy contents, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Your tutor or lecturer is guy or girl?
It's a guy.
Guy.
Why do you have to
Sir,
think
you
that so
better
long?
give them full marks. Sir,
Yeah,
you
sir,
better give them
Hey,
full marks.
yes. Lagi
Sir,
pula, sir.
full marks, yeah? Full
Like,
marks.
I don't know what
Zoom out,
state
zoom out.
from.
Like, is this like your idea, or is it like a assignment for podcast? Like,
No, it's like it's basically a final project. We have to make like content creating. We're basically content creating. So we have to like figure out like what we want to do, like what we have to create and stuff. So yeah, we chose podcast as like a
Oh,
content.
yeah, podcast is just our
a very
choice.
good one, you know. It's a
Mm.
very good one.
Yeah, we're trying our best. Finals is very soon. Yeah.
Last push. Last push.
Yes,
Let's
last
go.
push.
Let's go. Let's go.
Fighting.
Just can
Alright.
After this, can sleep already.
Yeah.
After this, can sleep already.
Mhm. All right.
Okay.
Thank you
for having
yes.
us.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a nice day, guys.
Thank you.
Take care. See you guys soon.